What is going on today, YouTube? Matt with ASL Dumpsters back with another video. And today's video, if you clicked on it, you already read the title probably, but I am sitting in my 2022 Chevy Silverado 2500 crew cab, short bed, four-wheel drive, Duramax 10-speed truck. And I've had this truck for over a year and a half now. I bought it with about 4,500 miles on it. It was a certified, or it is a certified pre-owned Chevy that I bought from a dealership here in Colorado. And thank God it is, because I have fully utilized that warranty, and I will tell you why. Like I said, it had 4,500 miles on it when I bought it, and it now has, you can see down there, almost 54,500 miles. So in a year and a half, I've put 50,000 miles on this truck. And my review purpose for this is to go over a few of my experiences with it. The first category I'll talk about is kind of my overall impression of it after 50,000 miles. Now, what I will say, I do use this truck every day for my business and personal use. I tow and haul dump trailers, gooseneck roll-off trailer, and our big fifth wheel camper with this truck. I pick up kids in school in it. You know, it's taken us on family vacations without our camper that we've, you know, driven across country for. So I have definitely used this truck for everything it's intended for. Overall, I would give it 1 out of 10, 1 being horrible, I would never buy one again, 10 being amazing, I can't wait to, you know, spend the next 20 years in this truck. I would give this a 6 at best, and I'll tell you why. There's other categories that I'll go over that bring that score down, but overall I'd give it a 6. And the reason for that 6 overall, I'll start with the powertrain. The powertrain, I'm gonna give it a straight up 5. Right in the middle. And the reason is because the engine, motor has been amazing. I have had no issues with this motor. Now I haven't modified it. There's no tuning. I do have a Banks monitor, but I have no tuning on it. I barely have any hard upgrades on it. I have like a resonator delete from Banks on it. I have a S&B IMAP spacer on that for longevity purposes, but other than that, I have no tuning, no modifications, no high flow air filter, no cold air intake. So it's basically stock. And the motor's been great. It performs, it hauls ass. When I'm not towing, it pulls all the weight I need it to. You know, all these modern diesels have so much power. The motor overall has been great. The transmission has been absolute dog shit. This Allison branded transmission, which is not a true Allison anymore, it's made in-house by GM. Let me paint the picture this way. I am on complete transmission number 2 and valve body in total number 3. So when I bought the truck, that's 1 transmission and 1 valve body. I ran into an issue, I don't know, 15-ish thousand miles ago, right at about 35,000 miles, I think, where shifting from 6th to 7th wouldn't happen anymore, and it would kick me into limp mode. So they solved it at the dealership by throwing a new valve body in the transmission. Less than 15,000 miles after that, same issue arose again. And it didn't matter whether I was towing or not. It happened in both scenarios. It happened again, and the second time I took it into a dealership, they replaced the entire tranny, and they actually did it in under a week. So honestly, props to the dealership service crew, because they flipped it around fast. But so that's 3 valve bodies in total and 2 complete transmissions. My opinion of this 10-speed GM transmission, I'm not impressed. If you are towing and hauling weight every day like I am, I would not suggest this engine and tranny combo. Comfort, I would give it a 6. The driver passenger seat, the seating comfort is pretty bad, to be honest with you. I don't know if you can see it behind me, but I have like a little lumbar support massage pad thing that I bought on Amazon to put on here, because honestly, by the end of the day, driving this all day, picking up dumpsters and trailers, literally my ass was sore, and my legs, like I would have shooting pains down my legs. I'm a bigger guy. I'm about 6 foot, 225, and this, these seats suck, to be straight honest. Now, there is plenty of room. The cab is huge. Back seat has plenty of room for my kids. We have 3 kids, all under the age of 9. So, 3 small kids. We fit all their stuff in them fairly easy. So room is not an issue, but comfort is crap. As far as options, this truck is a custom trim, which means it's 1 trim level above work truck. And I will say I'm honestly pleased with the amount of features that this truck has for basically being a work truck. It has things down here like a button tailgate release in the cab. You can roll all the windows down with 1 button, exhaust brake and all that. Your climate controls, your radio on this trim model is going to be, your screen is going to be super small. And in here is basically all analog. The little digital readout just has your basic, trip and oil life and stuff like that. And here's your 4-wheel drive and lights and all that over here. But I will say, like this control here controls an outside light feature that has spotlights that come standard on your side view mirrors. And that is actually super handy. As much as I'm backing up trailers, especially our camper in the dark, those are extremely helpful. So I love that feature. The tailgate release inside the cab here is super handy. So, feature-wise, it's what I need. It's a work truck. I use it for that every day. But as far as like creature comforts, like everything you sit on and touch is not great. It's a work truck. It's not meant to be super comfortable. But everything else has been fine. It's, like I said, plenty of room. This does come with the 5th wheel gooseneck prep package, which I utilize every day, and a spray and bed liner, which I was super happy about when I bought it. That, everything in the bed has been amazing. I haven't had any issues with, tailgate release latches or anything like that. Electrical system, I would give it like a 7. Everything has worked. I haven't had any issues. The only thing that's weird is there must be a glitch in the CPU somewhere that turns on the hazards. Like when the truck is parked and not on, you'll walk up to it sometimes and it's just, the hazards are just going, or 1 blinker is going. Now, it's not enough to create an issue all the time or like drain your battery or anything like that, but it's weird. I've walked up on it a couple times and there'll be a random turn signal just going. The truck's off and locked. A couple of ghosts in the system there, which, not the biggest deal in the world, but kind of weird. But yeah, other than that, overall, like I said, I'd give it 6 or a 7 at best. Engine's been great. Tranny has sucked. Creature comforts are okay, but it's a work truck. This isn't a high country. And yeah, so in 54,000 miles, a little over 54,000 miles, I definitely won't be buying another GM product, but it's, for the most part, gotten the job done. I use it every day, and other than the tranny issues, it has held up. So take that for what it's worth. That is an honest owner review of a 50,000 plus mile 2022 Chevy Silverado heavy duty 2500 with the Duramax and Allison 10 speed. I will also add that this truck has a 3.5 inch ready lift on it. So it's 3.5 in the front, 2 in the back, with Falcon shocks, which have been pretty good actually. They're usually like a Jeep and Toyota product, but they make a heavier duty one that they sell with this kit. And I went with it over the Bilsteins, and they've been great. So that part of it, aftermarket stuff, has been great. I also run Timbrins in the rear, especially in the summer when we're towing our camper a lot. In the winter, when we're not, I'll take them out. So as far as like, modifications, that's really it on the suspension side. Yeah, it's been okay at best. I did, at the time when I bought this for a little over 60 grand. Which is just, it's insane how much trucks cost now. The next truck I'm ordering, which I'll do in another video, it's stupid what trucks cost these days. But with the business and tax write-off and tax advantages, I'm going to take advantage of that and get a new one. something more comfortable. I'm not doing like a super high-end luxury truck, as again, I do use this for work every day, but I will be getting some a little more comfortable and hopefully more reliable. So that's it, man. I mean, that's a quick 50,000 mile owner review of this Chevy Silverado heavy duty. I hope it helps you guys out if you're in the market for one, looking for used or new. I have not heard of any, major changes to this transmission, but if you're just an average Joe that maybe hauls a camper on the weekends during the summer and spring, 6 to even a dozen times a year, and that's it, and the rest of the time you're just air hauling around town, this truck will probably serve you great. The 10-speed, when functioning, is amazing. It keeps the engine in optimal torque curve, and it's fantastic. I love it. But for durability purposes, my purposes, where I'm towing and hauling pretty good amount of weight every day, not so good.